Same grip. All right, so got somebody in my closed guard, can't break them down, right? So I'm gonna go to one hand, fight that hand off, get that hand to the ground, I'm gonna get my grip in. Boom, got my grip, right? Another thing I was showing some of the guys about the grip, right? I don't want my hand like that. See that? If I stick my hand in here and the back of my hand is on his neck, I'm not threatening the choke. My hand is dispersed because it's over the width of my wrist, okay? So my hand goes in like this so that the bone is facing his carotid artery, all right? So whenever I stick that hand in, it's here, and then I make my banana grip. Like that, all right? So I always curl my wrist in, all right? So from here, right, I'm not getting any of my chokes, right? I'm not successful with anything I'm attacking. So we're gonna go right into a scissor sweep, okay? All right, so I'm gonna get control of my opponent's wrist. At this point, he's probably put that thing back on top of me, right? Once I've got this grip in here, he can't go any further away from me than my arm is long, right? So once that grip is established, reach back there, try to pull it out of there, Houston.
Denied.
It's not coming out, okay? It's a very difficult grip to break because it's behind your head, so you really can't get back there to get a hold of it at all. All right, so he's gonna be posturing up, but he can't go any further than my arm is long. I'm not having to do anything but hold my grip, all right? So I got to be good at holding my grip. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a grip on his sleeve right here, but I want my knuckles facing to the inside, okay? I don't want to grip a top fingertip grip. I want a side fingertip grip so that my knuckles are pointing to the inside of his wrist right here, okay? Now from here, I'm gonna open up my guard, right? It's okay to open up my guard here because I've got control of him, all right? So I'm gonna open up my guard, my feet are gonna go right beside his knees. I'm not taking them all the way off, but they're going right beside his knees. Okay, so once I'm here, now I'm gonna hip out, right? So when I hip out, I pull my knee across his chest to his shoulder. Okay, so I hip out, knee comes across the chest to the shoulder, right? Now I'm gonna start driving up onto my elbow. Pull my elbow behind me, I'm gonna drive up onto my elbow. All right, so this is what I'm gonna look like here. All right, I don't drop my foot yet because I don't wanna lose him. I'm holding on to him right here, all right, because he's still got an opportunity to escape. All right, so this is just a basic scissor sweep. I'm gonna drop my foot to the ground and I'm gonna kick his knee on this side while I kick my foot on this side, okay? So it looks like this. All right, so that's the reason why they call it a scissor, because your legs are kicking. All right, so one more time for the setup. Okay. I get my grip established. Boom, it's right there. He postures back up. I get my second grip established right here. I open up my feet, put him to the ground, all right? I put my hips on top of him so he's not going anywhere, all right? Now I'm gonna hip out. When I hip, I'm kind of grabbing with my heel and my knee. So I'm still holding on to him, I'm still squeezing him. And I'm gonna drive my knee up all the way onto his shoulder, okay? And I'm gonna come up on my elbow. Once I'm up on my elbow, now I'm gonna drop my foot, and that's when the scissor happens. I'm gonna control both grips and come on top, all right? I'm not letting go of anything, all right? I can go right into an arm bar or a choke from here, all right? So make sure you maintain your grips once you've completed the sweep.
Sir.
All these little details matter when it comes to properly scissor sweeping somebody. All right, and I'm gonna show you guys the big guy version of this thing too.
The knee.
Why is that?
Because.
All right, so I'm here. I get my grip established, okay? So he postures back up. I get control of that hand on the side, right here. All right, so I drop my feet to the floor, but remember my weight stays on him. Okay, so I'm not taking my weight off. I'm gonna hip out and kind of control him with my ankle and my knee. Right there, and I drive that knee up, and I come up onto my elbow, all right? So the big guy version of this thing, right? I'm gonna get my foot all the way out here, all right? I do not want it in front of his knee like this, because he can just step over it. I want it around the corner, like that right there, all right? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lean back and pull and push with my foot at the same time. So I lean back and pull and push at the same time. Okay?
Yep.
So that's for the guy that's super, not just a big guy, but a guy that has a really good base, right? Either one of those two things, very difficult to scissor sweep them by just kicking. So you put that foot on the knee and turn the corner with it. I'll show that version of it one more time.
Can we turn it so we can see the where that other foot is going?
Yes, sir. Okay, so I'm here. I'm gonna break him down. I'm gonna place my hand inside of the gi, right there, all right? So now he's gotta worry about that. Now he's gonna posture back up. I'm gonna get control of the side there so my knuckles are facing him, all right? So now I'm gonna drop my hips or drop my feet to the ground, but my hips stay on top of him, all right? Now I hip out, drive my knee up, come on top, all right? This is the traditional scissor sweep, is right here, all right? This is the bigger guy, all right? So my foot's not here because he'll sprawl out of that. My foot is here, all right, off to the side. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull backwards and turn the corner versus trying to do it with my muscle, all right? Because if I'm working with a bigger guy or the stout guy, this guy's got a good base, this is gonna be an easier way to do it. So I'm gonna pull back and come up and start attacking. Okay?
Professor, could you show us on Owen? He's a bigger guy.
I can definitely show you on.
Get in there, Owen.
Oh, good.
Man, I hate you so bad. I know, right?
Okay, so I'm here.
Owen bakes out real good.
Break out. All right. I get my hand in. All right. So he puts his hand back up there. I get control of the side of that there. All right. So now I've got to hip out. All right. Once I hip out, I drive my knee up. All right. So this is the part where it's difficult on a bigger guy. Okay. So if I come up on my elbow, there ain't no kicking on over. Right. So I'm going to come out to the outside of this thing, and this is where it happens. Right. So I start leaning and pulling.
Yep.
So that I can pull him over. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's practice it on 3. 1, 2, 3.